Today, we're going to talk about the crimes committed by Nestle. This is the first video on the channel. Don't forget to support with a like and subscribe. Let's get started. Nestle is the biggest food company in the world, but the amount of scandals and shady stuff they've been involved in, it's seriously unbelievable. They made a baby formula to replace breast milk, and it caused a shocking number of infant deaths. They even paid doctors to promote it and dressed their employees up like nurses to convince mothers it was legit. This led to widespread dehydration in multiple countries. Oh, and Nestle's CEO once said that access to clean drinking water isn't a basic human right. Wild, right? Now guess who bottles the most water in the world? Yep, Nestle. Hey, how's it going? I've gotten a ton of requests to talk about Nestle, and after digging into it, I totally get why. I was shocked. I used to think they were just another regular company, but Nestle owns over 2,000 brands in 186 countries. Think of any brand, and there's a good chance Nestle owns it, or owns a company that owns it. Ralph Lauren, Giorgio Armani, L'Oreal, Garnier, Maybelline, all under Nestle's umbrella or its network of investments. Now, here's the twist. Many people are trying to boycott Nestle because a huge portion of these brands operate in occupied territories. But even so, most households still have at least one Nestle product at home. They're everywhere. So how did a company like this grow so massive? It didn't start evil. I mean, no company starts off evil, right? It all began with a guy named Henry Nestle in Germany. Yeah, that's where the name comes from. He was born into a glassblower family, but he was passionate about chemistry and dreamed of becoming a pharmacist. His dad was against it, but Henry pushed through and became one by the age of 15. Eventually, he moved to Switzerland, where Nestle is still headquartered today. Henry tried starting several businesses, medicine, alcohol, mustard, but none of them worked out. Then he saw a problem. Some moms couldn't breastfeed their babies, which led to malnutrition and death. So he decided to develop a formula to help save these babies. He mixed cow's milk, sugar, vegetable oil, and wheat, and shockingly, it worked. Babies were surviving. The product exploded in popularity. He was solving a real issue and people were buying like crazy. Henry wasn't trying to do anything evil. If anything, his wife, who couldn't have kids herself, was deeply involved in the idea, and together they wanted to help struggling moms. But that's not where the story ends. Years later, an investigative report came out titled, "Nestle Kills Babies." Yup, that was the actual title. It revealed how the company's practices were leading to the deaths of infants, especially in poor countries. You see, as Nestle grew, it turned into something else. It started buying up competitors like Pac-Man gobbling everything in sight. Any company that looked like a threat, Nestle bought it. Henry eventually sold the company and retired. The new owners, they only cared about profits. Their most profitable product, baby formula. But instead of targeting moms who needed it, like Henry originally intended, they decided to market it to every mother. Why limit the money, right? Here's where it gets really dark. Nestle began fabricating demand. They went into poor countries, took control of local water sources, and started bottling and selling the water. They made people need their products. Not illegal, but extremely unethical. In the 1970s, they launched a campaign to convince moms that formula was better than breast milk. They even positioned it as a modern alternative, like a symbol of progress. Celebrities, doctors, influencers of the time, they all got paid to promote this idea. Even though there was zero scientific basis, what was in the formula? Cow's milk, vegetable oil, and sugar. Not great. Cow's milk protein can actually be harmful for babies under 1 year. But with enough marketing and paid doctors, they convinced moms everywhere to use it. Then it got worse. They sent women dressed as nurses into hospitals and clinics in Africa and Asia, places with very low literacy rates, and had them go door to door handing out free samples of baby formula. They knew what they were doing. Give out just enough that the mother's breast milk dries up. After that, she has no choice but to keep buying the formula. And here's the thing. These countries didn't have access to clean water, so moms would mix the formula with dirty water, and babies started dying massively from diarrhea and malnutrition. In some areas, infant death rates jumped 25 times higher. Even when people tried to dilute the formula to make it last longer, it led to severe malnutrition. The instructions? written in English. Most of these mothers couldn't even read, let alone understand how to prepare the formula safely. We're talking about poor families being manipulated into spending what little they had on a product that was making their babies sick or worse. And Nestle knew all of this. They did it anyway. For years, no one stopped them. Just like the cigarette companies once marketed to kids, Nestle kept pushing formula until 1974 when Swiss activists released a report titled The Baby Killer. It called Nestle out for 1. Creating a fake need for formula. 2. Convincing moms their product was essential. 3. Linking their formula to ideas of love, care, and being a better mom. Eventually, in 1978, Nestle executives were officially investigated. The World Health Organization stepped in, created international laws for baby formula marketing, and made it illegal to give away free samples or lie about the product's effects. Nestle tried to clean up its image. In the US, they launched a campaign called Super Babies, promoting natural breastfeeding. But in poor countries, they kept doing the same thing. A 2018 research paper called Don't Overdo It showed that Nestle was still the same unethical marketing tactics, even after all the scandals. We've reached the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all.